Thank you, Corinna. Thank you for the invitation and for organizing this interesting learning journey. Um, as you told us before, we are speaking about, new. What is new after pandemic? And in this way, I try to offer you a new vision, according with a lot of research, a lot of, of a new vision. So the pandemic time gave you a line, just to shift from old vision to the new vision. So what we are asking us now is, what will be the future? We will start again with the past, or we will start again, or we will do new things, new vision. And in this way, Foundation Del Bianco, in several years, tried to follow this, new vision. So new vision, new eyes, new way to work with travelers, tourism, the people that moves. So in this way, I just like to show you, to share, okay. Oh, I don't know if you can see, okay, my screen, okay. Can you see now the slide? I don't know if...
yes, we can see it.
Great. So what I would like to share with you, okay, great. Okay, is that something changed? So the old model to work with people, with the tourist, we call tourist, we call it tourist, the people that go around to have fun, to visit. Then something changed. So in this reduction of travelers, of way of travel, we have something change in us in terms of behavior, habits. And we are more and more open to another kind of motivations. We need, today we travel, we will move for new motivation that are not the old one. What doesn't mean this in practical way? Which are new trends, new challenges. So what is the old and new? This is the way, the old way. The old way is more consumer-based tourism, more industrial tourism, and it's just the way. It's the same way from my vision, is that we try to we need a new way of interpreting the tourism phenomenon. New way. What does it mean? We are looking for more authenticity. What does it mean? Genuine experience. That when we travel today or in the future, we are less tourists. We don't want to be called as tourists, recognized as tourists. What does it mean? That we need to be recognized as people first, as people that could, visit or could stay with other people in a place. So we are moving from the concept of territory, place, destinations, move to a people concept. So I go there to meet people, to find a new way. It's a human scale tourism, it's a human relationship tourism, more than industry services. Of course, we need services, but are not the main part of our choice. So it means is a human scale tourism. Human scale, it means, of course, rural, cultural, environment, okay, outdoor activities, of course, but based on people, not based on international tourism industry. So Can we apply it worldwide? Of course, yes. But in which context we have to follow this idea? For in the case of small communities, or in the case of islands or little islands, in the case of when we need an economic growth, but we need to respect the people. The concept at European level for European policies is called subsidiarity. It means that we can develop we can follow an economic growth. After COVID, we needed, to start again. But we have to respect of the people. If they want to follow in a short time the economic growth using tourism, through travelers, or no, or in a slow way. So we have to respect first of all people. So another question is in a small community, if we develop a fast and furious tourism industry, we have to import goods, services. And so it means that if we want a fast economic growth, we have to lose productions, we have to lose economic, we have to lose the small markets, and we have to follow international market, international multinational companies. Okay, so this is very important. So you want to increase, we want to host more people, yes, but we need to respect local communities. And this is a very interesting concept. We know, we always say sustainability, people, okay, but how to we have to follow this model is a bit difficult, because sometimes we have to say we need to be more sustainable, and in the same time we ask to external investors to come and to develop the tourism industry. So we have to. It's the same case study that when I was 2 years ago in Cyprus island, in Greek islands, they said we would like to be more sustainable, but we have a plan to build a lot of hotels, so we can duplicate the beds, the hotel beds. So I said, oh well. Please clarify how do you want to do. You're an island. You can follow both. You have to be sure which model you would like to follow. Okay, this is very, very important. It happens also for the big cities. Okay, so the city tourism is the same. You can develop, or you can just choose another model. So today we can follow. We have two separate different vision. Okay, they are two totally opposite. Okay, totally opposite. So what does it mean opposite? We have the industrial tourism. Okay, the case is Miami. Okay, we go there. We travel to Miami. We have a master degree with our university at Miami University, FIU University. And so they follow the industrial tourism organization, the industrial tourism destination. Okay, this is the bit. So big hotels, a lot of of travel, of flights. A lot, this is an industry very good based, very good organized. Okay, this is the concept. The same model in Cancun, the same model worldwide. We some place choose that model. And the opposite model is the future. That seems to be, not too business model. It's not a business. It's based on maybe on people that travel, not put in holiday tours, but they are self-organization. They are retail shopping. So in the second case is the model that we can apply on local tourism. What the industrial tourism brought us. This is the occasion. So Venice is one example. but Balearic Islands, South, South Spain. We have this kind of model. We have this kind of model in, in each place. So in a country, they decide to also islands in others. So they decide that the industry model we have to follow. Okay. So before COVID-19, we worked with Venice University, with Genoa, with Valencia, and with Dubrovnik, and Palermo too, and Observatory of Islands. The projects financed by European Union was reduce over tourism impact, okay, for the industrial, approach. COVID-19 solved the problem immediately, okay? Not anymore tourism, not over, but not tourism anymore for 1 year. And now in Venice, in Valencia, and other places, they declare just a few days ago, okay, we don't mind anymore on over tourism. We need tourism again. Then we will see what's happening in the future. So we have two options, or just to plan again this kind of tourism, or just we can forget, we can forget the lesson from COVID-19 and start again with this kind of tourism. Okay, we have these two options. So the industrial, sometimes, we look at mass tourism. We need money, we need, but sometimes in mass tourism, that where the product, we follow standards, we follow protocols, we follow industry, we follow, people. We are looking at numbers, more economy, more expenditure, okay? And it happens sometimes COVID-19 as a people. We said, okay, I want to travel, but I don't like to go in a very crowded place. So I don't want to be tourist. I don't want to be in a machine that produce money, when I have to travel, when I travel. So do we have to follow again the protest of the people, of the local people that say, stop tourism, stop mass tourism. We don't want these numbers anymore. So what does it mean, stop mass tourism? Do we have an alternative tourism? Of course, yes. But it's a poor tourism. It's based on not big hotel, suppliers. Of course, the question is a business or not for small communities? First, we can reduce or control over tourism. Why? Because it's the same community that decide how many beds, how many establishments should the site should have, and they are little one. They are based on people. They are managed on people, not on big managers. And the community participation is crucial. It's important. It's why the people move. Because they feel to be involved in the community. Like Krippendorf in 1982, wrote in the article. Gunn and others wrote this kind of community participation. That is not theater participation. It's not, but it's authenticity. It's real place. It's a real where the people live. So they are based on people. What we call identity, all of these things from philosophy, they are very important. But the community decides. So the tourist is not a part of a mechanism. Is not in a zoo, okay? But is a part of this mechanism. We call this Herman's, way of travel, to lose in a place, not to have a lot of information, not to have a lot of technologies, no, because we have a lot of information today, but just lose in a place, the site, not in a rational way, but just go to discover. Okay, this is a needs we have after COVID-19 of relationality. We need people. We need interaction. We are in a community. If you don't need other people, if you don't need the other people, said that the Professor Galimberti is a philosopher in Italy, it's very well known. And he said from an ancient, philosophy, Greek philosophy, if you are in a city and you don't want to have any contact, any relation with the others, or you are a bad man, or you are a god, okay? You're a god. So relationality is very important. We cannot skip, we cannot manage as a multinational level, as in a package tour, okay? But just discover, just to interact. So this is a local nature-based tourism relational. So culture, it means people. Sociability, it's important. We generally measure the sociability, the network of people in a community-based context. Okay, and also the local enterprises are, people are, small company that are related with a place, with the local, products. So it means tourism increase based on local productions only, not external production, external import product. Why? Because this increase the increase and give to the local place a very important differentiation from the others. Okay, if you think about, if you stop yourself and think about when we travel in the city, sometimes when we walk in the pedestrian areas of Milan, Florence, Venice, Rome, we seems to be in a big airport, because we can find the same shops, the same products. We said, but are we at the airport or are we in a specific city? So it means that the fast increase of demand that push destination to be international, to be not unique, to be the same, apart from the architectural, and the people. But also, if we go fast in this direction, Venice is one example, we will find a Venice that is international, not with any more Venetian people, with any more local shops, with any more, local products. So the worst example is we always look at the best practice, but the malpractices, the worst practices are some destination worldwide that, follow it only the industrial tourism. We can choose the industrial tourism destination, or we can, receive from the tourism demand the decision. So, or we decide to change the model, to follow that model, or we will, at the end, we maybe in one morning we wake up and said we are as Venice destination. So are people important? Of course, yes. Of course, yes. The community based is important because give us a good remembers, a good way of living. So benefits. We have benefits for small and side company. We have benefits for infrastructure and equipment. We have benefits for protection and management of environment. We have a low intensity of tourists. we move from tourists to travelers. So the motivation could be very, very, So which are future opportunity? I miss one O in the top, future. The labor market. Labor market is important. Local people. If we don't have local people that would like to work in this kind of community-based tourism, we have to ask to the external people to work in our labor markets, like Canary Islands do. Every year before COVID-19, they ask for 350,000 young people to work on tourism services. Why? Because they, of course, develop a lot, they have a lot of tourism and they don't have enough young people to work in tourism, so external and external. So the place is only a space where I can concentrate external industries, external industries. It is only a place where I say that, they allowed people and industry to come and to stay there, but with external visions. So local, what we call local and endogenous development, it means based on people, on local people. That's what we want. What we need for, we need to learn, to organize, and thanks Corina for this learning journey to the local people. What does it mean? That I have to open my class to the people, to the town, the people of the little town, to increase this consciousness, okay? So what does it mean? They have to move to be manager, tourist manager? No, they have to be part of this hospitality, new kind of system of hospitality in a place. So this era of new tourism is very important, and also need people, need researcher, need young people that with a network, develop a network of people could host international non-tourist people. Thank you. We hope to apply this model in the islands, in the European islands, worldwide islands, because sometimes islands look at industrial tourism and they lose the future. Thank you.